Korean BL fans are getting fed well this year because there have been some seriously amazing new releases, and we're here to list the 10 best ones. Based on the webtoon, Unintentional Love Story shows the breezy romance between a recently fired office employee and a mysterious pottery shop owner who lives in a cozy coastal town. When Won-young loses his job due to a corruption scandal, he does everything to get his position back. He tracks down the chairman's favorite artist and meets Taejun in a remote town. It becomes clear pretty fast that Taejun has a secret past and no desire to be found, but Won-young is determined to find out more since the artist is the only one that can help him regain employment. As the two get to know each other better, they accidentally fall in love. For those who know what it feels like to question everything about yourself, this is the perfect drama for you since Won-young definitely has a hard time figuring himself out. Another bonus that comes with this drama is that Ta So-won plays one of the leads, so you wouldn't want to miss out. It would be a crime not to mention A Shoulder to Cry On. This drama had everyone who's obsessed with the enemies to lovers trope in a chokehold. A Shoulder to Cry On is focused on two high school students who, you guessed it, are pretty much enemies. Although the drama has only 7 episodes, it's an emotional rollercoaster due to the heavy plot and complex characters. The main character, Dayol, is pretty much an outcast and only finds comfort in being the leader of the archery club. But he finds himself in a difficult place when he has a badly timed run-in with Taehyun, one of his classmates, and his scholarship gets on the line. Taehyun seems to get a kick out of making Dayol's life miserable, but as the story progresses, he shows his true feelings. Setting aside their animosity for each other, they form a close bond and open their hearts to one another. Be warned though, although the cinematography is gorgeous, the love story can be rough and frustrating and shows how love can sometimes have a really ugly side to it. Next up is Our Dating Sim, which is your regular workplace romance, except this time it's gay. Okay, maybe it's not your regular workplace romance either, because when do you get to meet your old high school crush during a new job opportunity? That's right, the plot revolves around Iwon and Shin Ki-tae, who lost contact for years after a failed confession during their high school graduation. They meet again at work and are forced to work on a new date-themed video game. They have to cooperate for this project while navigating their rocky personal history and confusing professional restrictions in a tiny office setting. Of course, sparks are flying everywhere, and the director made sure to put that at the forefront by adding lots of memorable kisses and a thick layer of tension. Our Dating Sim is definitely one of the best releases of this year and proved that a drama doesn't need a big budget to have a gripping love story. Another seriously memorable BL drama is The 8th Sense, which managed to take the world by storm with only 10 episodes. This series is absolutely everything if you love a good college setting. The 8th Sense tells the story of two young university students who share a really emotional bond with one another. It shows how the main character moves out of his small town to the big city where he has the freedom to explore his limits. At university, he meets the campus heartthrob who soon enough becomes more than just a friend. Soon enough, he finds out that this heartthrob has this confident image that he shows to the world, but deep down, he's actually really restless and struggles with his mental health a lot. Not only does the drama depict a heartwarming romance, but it also shows the harder aspects of life. It's often praised for its authentic portrayal of profound themes such as mental health struggles and the pains of growing up. Besides, the acting is incredible and the chemistry between the leads is absolutely electrifying, so it's definitely worth the watch. A BL drama that undoubtedly also deserves a mention is All the Liquors. If you're looking for something nice and simple to binge, this might be perfect for you. Since it has only 8 short episodes, you'll finish this drama in about 3 hours. Although some might think that the plot is too bland, for others, it's exactly what they need. Starring Kim Jun-hyung, All the Liquors focuses on the life of Ji-yu, an employee on the marketing team of a liquor company. One day, he comes across Ki-hoon, a very charming chef and restaurant owner who seems to have something against liquor. Not only does he not consume alcohol himself, he also flat out refuses to sell it at his restaurant. His liquor policy puts the restaurant in a bad light, even increasing the risk of the business closing down altogether. Ji-yu is determined to get to the bottom of the issue and convince Ki-hoon to lift the ban. Of course, the two grow a connection, and it starts looking like Ji-yu might be the only one to break the stubborn chef. Next up is Love Tractor, which is definitely a must-watch for those who are a fan of the webtoon. This is yet another very short watch since it only has 8 episodes of around half an hour, so you'll finish the series in no time. The story of this series is based on a webtoon of the same name and revolves around Son-yul, a law student who decides to change up his life a bit and relocates to the countryside. Love Tractor also has some hints of some serious family drama because by moving away, Yul not only defies his strict father, but he also fully ignores the promising career prospects that he had going for him. While in the countryside, he meets Ye-tan, a friendly farmer who helps him settle into the rural lifestyle. Despite their differences, the two get closer to each other, and as they engage in farming activities, Yul can't help but feel more and more attracted to Chun. This is definitely a feel-good drama with amazing characters and beautiful visuals. Now on to Happy Merry Ending, a short series that's a great recommendation for those who are into the arts. Starring Lee Dong-won, the drama tells the story of Sung-joon, a singer who makes a living by singing at weddings. However, the problem is that he doesn't seem to be very passionate about his interests anymore. He goes through life very unenthusiastically, and he's still recovering from a terrible aftermath of his first relationship. Sung-joon struggles with his mental health and even suffers from panic attacks from time to time. One day at a wedding venue, he meets Jae-hyun, a newly hired pianist. For Jae-hyun, their encounter is like love at first sight, and he's determined to pursue Sung-joon romantically. That doesn't go so smoothly though, because Sung-joon plays pretty hard to get. He has a hard time letting his guard down, so the question is whether Jae-hyun can help him overcome his insecurities. For those who can't help themselves but enjoying angsty love stories, this might be the perfect BL drama to put on your list. There's no denying that Individual Circumstances also made its own mark in the BL community this year. The drama started airing back in January of this year and managed to get quite a few people to talk about it. Individual Circumstances revolves around the life of Yeonu, who's an aspiring director whose debut film was a massive hit. Even though he had a great start in the industry, he falls into a massive slump and starts questioning everything about his life. Right when he's wondering if he's even cut out to be a director, he meets Uje, a writer who he once knew. At the time they meet, Uje is suffering from heartbreak, and the only thing that brings him peace is writing. The director comes up with a great idea to turn one of Uje's pieces into a movie. Not feeling confident in the idea, Uje rejects the proposal, but Yeonu doesn't give up. Although the two have a slow start, they warm up to each other as they begin talking about their past, and the drama turns into a promising love story. Now, of course, we can't continue this without talking about Love Mate, one of the most fun releases of this year. If a cheesy romantic comedy is what you need, then Love Mate is exactly up your league. This office romance follows two employees who happen to be polar opposites. The main character, Lee-jun, is a pretty tough guy who doesn't seem to be a fan of romance whatsoever. Haram, a new employee, is determined to change his mindset. It turns out that he's the only one who can get under Lee-jun's skin. The two have a very rocky relationship at the beginning, but over time, they start to understand each other better. This drama definitely gets a good laugh out of you. The key is to not take anything too seriously while watching, then it will be the most entertaining series that you've come across in a while. Last but definitely not least is Starstruck, a pretty new release that started airing in June. This show will appeal to those who have a soft spot for the friends to lovers trope. The drama tells the story of two childhood friends who come from pretty broken homes. One lives with a mother who struggles with depression, while they also struggle financially on top of it. The other has to deal with his parents' constant fighting. With all these bad things going on, they find comfort in each other. The only problem is that romantic feelings start to get in the way, and the main character is terrified that this will ruin their friendship forever. If you're familiar with the serious torment that is yearning, this drama might hit close to home. Which BL drama did we forget to mention? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!